So you can't afford a Patek Phillipe Calatrava, be that the modern or the vintage ones, because you're not a fucking billionaire, willing to pay about 10 times the same value of the watch, but you still want to look sexy when you're wearing your suit. IWC has you covered with their vintage automatic models. For about £1,000, you can get a nice example of an IWC, which is fully automatic, has a Calatrava style dial and hands that fits smoothly under any cuff. There's a manual wind version with the Cal 89 movement that's a bit cheaper, but the one we have for discussion today is the automatic version with the caliber 852 movement. Let's go over the basics of the watch. So the watch is 34mm in diameter. It sports a simple dial with Dauphine hands. It's made of a 3-part construction, where the case is made of a middle case, a bezel, and a case back. The watch is not water resistant and has no water resisting seals, so it can't even go deep sea diving in your kitchen sink. You can find variants with a silver dial, or this version which is an eggshell cream white dial. The movement is the legendary 852 with the Peloton winding system and a Breguet overcoil. I'll go into those in more detail later on. The movement can be very accurate and is adjusted to multiple positions and temperatures. The watch can be purchased for around £1,000, depending on the condition of the watch. I would hold out for good examples of the watch, as they're pretty difficult to get in mint condition, but when they're very, very pretty watches when they are near flawless. The acrylic crystal is domed and the bezel is smooth and flat, allowing the watch to easily slip under a dress cuff. The case back is beautifully finished. It has multiple layers and is soft and round, making it extremely comfortable to wear on the wrist. There is a unsigned crown on the right hand side that winds very smoothly and looks absolutely beautiful. Now let's talk about the movement. The movement is absolutely gorgeous. The level of finishing would be classed in between Patek Philippe and Rolex movements of the time. It has a mixture of surface finishes with parts like the balance regulator in black polish. There is a fine adjustment screw for accuracy, and the balance wheel has weights on it, which basically means that the watch can be made extremely accurate. The balance wheel also has a Breguet hairspring, a feature found on high-value watches. Its job is to increase the accuracy of the watch and lower levels of power reserve, and it's extremely expensive to implement, showing that these watches are extremely high quality. The automatic system is unconventional and can be seen in the movements IWC still produces today. It uses a Peloton system, which basically means that as you use an asymmetrical cam that rotates, allowing 2 crawl levers to wind up the mainspring, very much like the Seiko winding system that you can see today. Let's go over the key considerations of the watch. Starting with the positives, the watch is extremely comfortable on the wrist thanks to its lightweight design and its smooth case back. It also has a very nice dress watch finish. So if you're looking for a dress watch, this is the one. It has a fantastic movement with very nice surface finishing and a Breguet overcoil. There are parts that are readily available, and of course the price point of this watch makes it quite an affordable dress watch. Let's take a look at the negatives. The watch is not water resistant. It has no seals on the case back or on the crown to make sure that water can't get in. So this means that it can be very dangerous to wear in rainy conditions or if you're washing your hands. The second thing is the case size. Keep in mind that if you have a larger size wrist, the watch may look small on your wrist. Although this is usually not the case with dress watches, most of them are in the range of 34 to 36 millimeters. It looks pretty good on the wrist. The last thing to take in mind is that it can be fragile. While this watch has lasted over 70 years and looks very, very good, it is also something that you have to take care of. You can't bang it around, as the case and crystal are a lot softer than the newer age watches. With that said, however, the watch stands the test of time and looks exactly like it did before as it does today.